So I wanted to make a quick update video from my previous Duel trial on the Build the Deck event because I see some comments talking about, oh, you're using new cards, BYSTIALs, they're ultra rare, super rare, etc. Yeah, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, the new selection pack is literally one of the best packs that I've ever dropped in Master Duel, and if you haven't spent at least 5,000 of your free-to-play gems on this pack, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is literally, there's like so many meta-relevant cards in here. Like, you should have naturally pulled all of the super rare BYSTIALs, and you probably pulled at least one, if not two, Lubellions. And even if you only have one Lubellion, you can play a card like Chaos Space, 3 of these instead, and just 1 Lubellion, and this card can grab Lubellion by pitching any of these light and dark monsters that come in the deck naturally. And then you get your Lubellion, and then you discard Lubellion, search any of the super rare BYSTIALs if you don't have the Magnamut, and then Lubellion is in rotation to get you the Regained and the Beast. So yeah, you can play any number of BYSTIALs here. So here I'm going for a package of 7, including the Magnamut, and then 3 of the Lubellion for a total of 10. And then the 2 spell cards, or 1 spell card to Regain and 1 trap card in Beast, and then the 1 Pot of Prosperity as a consistency card. You don't need any extra deck monsters really. I just opted to put in a rank 6 Xyz in case I get 2 BYSTIALs on board and I want to just flex. But honestly, like the BYSTIAL super rares are really all you need, and maybe just like 1 Lubellion. And yeah, like I said, this is like super easy to win the duel trial with. So you can see here 3-0, and I'll show you after I play one duel for you how I went 3-0 on another account as well using the BYSTIALs. So yeah, in this matchup, you know, we open up a Druid Worm and a Lubellion. That's great. We're going second, not a problem. We also have Light and Darks and the Time Wizard and Snipe Hunter. So there's so many different things we can do. We can go Snipe Hunter, discard Time Wizard, or just try to do Time Wizard and just clear the opponent's board. They're on Adamancipator, and it looks like they opened full engine. 4 out of their 5 cards were Adamancipator related, or cards that they added into their deck. They're on a 60 card pile, and their deck is obviously based around Naturia Beast Turbo, negate all spells, and then obviously they have Block Dragon in rotation, probably a Baron as well. So pretty strong opening. We're going to try to clear the opponent's board with Time Wizard. Of course, we fail. What else is new? We always get tails on coin tosses, but we're going to be able to go into the BYSTIAL engine here and at least wipe out the Naturia Beast. But we're also going to go ahead and bring out the Lubellion so that we can get the Regained up and recycle a card for a draw. And then we're going to go battle phase, beat over the Naturia Beast, and pass. There's an argument to be made. I should have went for Beast here and popped this Crazy Box, but I was like, I don't really care what they get here. They actually get a 6 and it destroys itself, so that's fine. They're going to be able to recur some of their engine here with the Adamancipator card. So again, just drawing into all of their engine, which is quite remarkable. But unless they have a Synchro 12 for one of their last 2 cards that they're able to add, they're not going to be able to Synchro with this Analyzer. So they crash their Block Dragon to get a +3 off of it. I cannot believe this card was actually created, let alone still legal in the OCG and in Master Duel, but hey, it is what it is. So they're going to continue to dig, and because they summoned, Regain is going to be able to summon Baldrake, and this is maybe why I went for Regain, thinking about the follow-up turn, because I'm like, if they do end up going into anything from their extra deck, which they do, again, into a Spell and Trap Negate card in the Risen, Baldrake will banish it by tributing Druid Swarm, which will trigger to send a special summoned monster, which clears up their board, and they kind of realize there's nothing they can do, and that is the power of the BYSTIAL engine. Like, it's not only interruptions on the summon, it's actual BYSTIAL effects doing work in the actual duels. If you want another example, checking out this deck list here, you can see that I only have 2 BYSTIAL Lubellions, but the ratios are essentially the same. I actually am playing a much smaller BYSTIAL count, but a smaller deck overall in just 41. Still with the Regain and the Beast, but 2 Lubellions, 2 Soroniers, and 2 Baldrakes, and then just 1 of the Druid Worm and the Magnamut. Still with the Wallow, 1 Dark and 1 Cerberus. So again, pretty standard fare, and you can see from the match history here, yeah, just an easy 3-0 on the event. So this is how powerful the BYSTIAL engine is. So in this matchup here, we are going second. The opponent ends up just setting and passing turn. This is like the only opponent, I guess, that was on a 40 card deck, so props to this guy. We do draw into the Snipe Hunter, which I'm like, that's great because I can discard some cards and make my Soronier live here. So we're going to go ahead and activate Snipe Hunter. It looks like this opponent is actually building a deck related to the event in, you know, embracing the game of chance and gamble. So they activate Dice Reroll, which means that they can opt for me to reroll that Snipe Hunter if I would have got the roll that would have destroyed their card. And so I obviously rolled a 6, so I missed. So that was a wasted discard there, but at least we got a material in the graveyard for the Soronier. So we're going to activate Dice Dungeon, grab Dimension Dice, try to use Snipe Hunter again to destroy their face down card. We roll a 1, so we miss again. So that's twice in a row we missed. On the third card, we rolled a 6. So all 3 times we rolled with Snipe Hunter, we're negative like 3 off of this. It's absolutely insane. So I'm like, yeah, I probably lose this match, right? We end up upgrading to the Relentless and then still bringing out the Soronir here. The opponent reveals the Arcana Force 0, so they are truly embracing this deck, so props to them. And this card can't be destroyed by battle, so they've got a wall on the field that I can't out until I get my full Bestial engine rolling. They reveal Snipe Hunter, and of course they're able to pop off, getting a Destruction on the first one, Destruction on the second one. That's going to trigger Soronir to dump the Regained, and we're kind of dead in the water here, right? So used up all of our resources because that Snipe Hunter really messed us up. Going -3, we draw, we pass. But at this point, I'm like, well, the opponent is also kind of on top deck mode. All I need to do is draw any Bestial Engine card, and I should be good. Well, not Beast because, well, actually, yeah, maybe Beast because I can use it in standby phase and pop. No, I can't because I have to have a Bestial on board. But yeah, anything but Beast would get me going here. So I actually end up able to play by bringing out a Relentless here. Thankfully, their trap card in the head judging doesn't end up sending my monster to the graveyard, and we're able to trigger the effect to get some extra attack. No draws, which is what we want. Either rolling double 3s or double 4s would get us 2 draws, but we are able to clear the Snipe Hunter, and they're ending with this wall still on field. So they're using dice to try to gain some advantage, but it doesn't work out, so they end up putting a card back to the top of their deck, and we finally draw into a Bestial card, and the best one at that in the Magnamut. So we boost our attack. We're going to bring out Magnamut here, and we're going to opt to link it off. I made a mistake because I thought this was special summoned, and it was not. Obviously, it was set face down, and so the Cerberus can't destroy it. So that was a big misplay on my part. I'm going to have to wait until I get the Lubellion on field before I can trigger off the Beast effect. So the opponent is going to be able to play, though. They are going to get their own Relentless on field and trigger off the attack boost, beat over the Cerberus. And yeah, this is a very simplified game state here. None of us, or at least I'm not opting to use the Dice Dungeon field spell just because I figure I don't need it. So I'm going to go ahead, activate Lubellion, grab a Druis Worm here, activate Druis Worm by banishing a Thunderball, and then I'm bringing back the Lubellion, which will out the Relentless because I've sent Druis Worm from field to graveyard, and then off Lubellion, bring Beast, bring out Regained, and now I'm looking in good shape here. Yes, I do need to get another Bestial, but as soon as the opponent summons a card, this Regain will activate, which will get me my Magnamut back from the graveyard, which will get me a search for a Bestial, which will get my whole engine rolling again. So they summon a Shadow Archfiend. This is a master player too, eh? So it's pretty cool to see him embracing some of these cool cards. And the reason that I popped Beast right away is because I didn't want to risk him linking into something significant. So I'm like, let me just get the second material off the field. I have to out this card one way or another anyways. So I do that, but they do have the Dimension Dice to bring out the Big Beater. And look at this, they actually get the effect to attack directly, which would make me lose the game, but I have the Arcana Force to prevent damage, which is absolutely insane. So I trigger this effect just for like whatever, and I actually get a pretty decent effect in making my Magnamut big and their monster smaller, but they still have game by attacking directly. But we had the Arcana Force, and then once the opponent kind of realizes, yeah, it's pretty much GG's, they end up surrendering because we're going to get the Surge off Magnamut during the end phase, and then Beast pop their card and then just attack for game regardless. So despite starting off that match -3 off the Snipe Hunter, you can see the power of the Bestials. Like, just the engine is insane, and that's why I said it's the most effective way, I think, to play the TRYOUT event. So I can see a lot of people playing the 60 card pile. I think all 3 of my wins, all 3 of my matches that I played were against people who were playing 60 card piles, and I went second in like, I think all of them. Anyways, yeah, this opponent is on some danger build, it looks like. You know, they banished 10 of their cards with Pot of Desire, so pretty good, but hey, they still open like nothing relevant, right? Just a Nessie pass. So we are going to be able to Dice Jar and then Dimension Dice into the Relentless here, and then follow up. We got 2 Bestials in hand, which is absolutely incredible. We're going to go battle phase and then bring out the Magnamut effect to search during the end phase and just hit him for 25, but he's going to block it with the Thunderball. That's totally fine. Thunderball effect try to get back the Nessie, but he does not roll the 6, so he does not get it. And we just pass turn. We've got Lubellion, and we've got an interruption for the opponent's turn in the Druis Worm, right? If they try to out the Druis Worm, it'll trigger the effect to send a special summoned monster to the graveyard. So they do Raigeki clear the board, and then, you know, have nothing for follow-up. So again, playing these 60 card piles, I don't recommend it. 40, you know, staying as close to 40 as possible. Playing a very small but effective engine like the Bestials, you can see is so easy to maintain. Now we're going to be able to go Lubellion, bring out Beast. And if we had Sornier, which we did send, yeah, Sornier send Regained, Beast during the end phase, bring back Regained. Look at this, we got the full engine rolling. Popping cards on the opponent's field. I know that they were bricked, so I'm going to pop their chicken game preemptively because I'm like, I know you got nothing here, so let's see what you can do. Yeah, the opponent kind of realizes they're going to expend all their resources for that Snipe Hunter. They're going to be left with nothing. We've got the Bestial engine rolling still, and they just end up surrendering.